Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Moto. I did a little video yesterday when I did finally get the GROM. I kind of rode it for the first 25-ish miles. I currently have, I want to say, about 30 miles on it. 43. I already have 43 miles on the bike. I've had it exactly for a day. I kind of wanted to find like a really cool area or cool spot just to kind of record, do this video, do a very nice breakdown with specs, and also do a little mini test ride just around FIU, kind of show the maneuverability and just how nimble this thing really is. I also brought my, let me have it right here on my back. I brought all my really nice camera equipment to get some really nice photos and some videos, some like little b-roll shots of the bike, just so I could show you a little bit more in depth about the things that I do talk and the couple of things that are currently on it. But to start off, really nice and simple, this is my brand new 2023 Honda GROM. I purchased it with exactly 0 miles. It came already pre-installed with a Yoshimura exhaust. I'm not sure exactly which model number or which version of this exhaust it is. I don't know if Honda, or they make just one for Honda GROMs, and especially for the year 2023, because I know the 2022 and the 2023 models are exactly the same as far as like the body structure and how the way that the engine is mounted. But yeah, it's a really amazing bike. Honestly, I've only had it for a day and I absolutely love it. I was kind of worried that maybe with the Miami traffic and with the way that everything works down here, that it was going to be a little too slow and it wouldn't catch up with traffic in general, but it's honestly really good. You kind of bang through the gears pretty nice, and you advance through traffic pretty easily. Later on, when I do end up getting mods and little things for it, like I ordered a rack so I could start doing Uber Eats really soon, and I just actually this morning ordered a Defender Eliminator kit. Other little things is like, honestly, the only other thing I could think about doing for this bike, since it already does have an amazing exhaust that sounds gorgeous, it would be just doing an intake, and maybe even like later down the road it would be doing a cam or an aftermarket cams on it, just so like it can get a little bit more power. I think it gets like 2 horsepower, maybe not even, maybe like 1.5 or something like that. Let me pull out a little specs sheet right here on the website from Honda themselves, just to kind of go a little bit more over this bike and go more in depth for those who are interested in that type of stuff. Alright, so brought to you by HondaNews.com. This is the specifications of a 2023 Honda GROM. This version doesn't have the ABS. The ABS, I think, is the one that's the white body with the copper or bronze rims on it. I did originally want a cherry red one, but they had this one in stock and it came with the exhaust already, and the price wasn't that bad, so it kind of just evened out with like the price of the GROM stock with the exhaust without labor or anything. So I'm like, damn, for that I'll just get this, and that's what I did. So the type of engine that this GROM has is a 123.9cc air-cooled 4-stroke 80-degree single-cylinder engine. The valves is a SOHC2 valve. Bore and stroke compression ratio is 10.0 to 1. Induction, ignition, starter is electric. It's amazing. It's a chain final drive, which is 15 teeth in the front to 38 teeth in the back. I have seen that people do on other bikes where they do end up swapping out the teeth if they want more acceleration or more top end stuff. Honestly, with this small of an engine, you're not really going to see that much performance boost as far as top end. For people that do stunting and they need a smaller ratio, I have seen them put bigger sprockets in the back. So for those who are interested, 15 teeth in the front, 38 in the back. So for that, you would do either a 1632 or I think a 1534, I think. So each tooth is like 250 RPM or 500 RPM, I think, on this bike. Also, it is a manual 5-speed. I don't know if the GROMs before this actually were 4-speed or if they had different transmissions on them. I do know this one is 5-speed. I thought it was 6-speed, but I mean, look at it. Small. You're chilling at 5,000 RPM, and you kind of reach the max, power that this engine outputs. Brakes, it's a single hydraulic 2-piston caliper, 220 millimeter brake, and then they also have the ABS one. Same thing. Well, no, for the rear, it's going to be a single hydraulic 1-piston caliper, 190 millimeter disc. You got tires. The cool thing that I have seen about this bike where they put off-road tires on them, and they like maybe even extend this a little bit more just so it doesn't rub up with the fender as much. That's always looks really, really nice. And honestly, I mean, who knows, later down the road, thinking about doing off-roading on this GROM, especially just because there's a lot of amazing trails down here in Miami, especially down by like the Everglades, 135th or 158th Avenue for those who don't know about that area, getting into the hidden lake, checking out some bonfires. You know, there's a lot of really, really cool stuff to do down here. Now there's just goes into measurements, tails, length, with height. Seat height, it's about 30 inches in seat height. I did have a friend, funny enough, she was 4'8", 4'11", super tiny person, very small individual, and she had a K-Pipe 125. Couldn't fit on the bike. I had it for a couple of days, tried to help her out, kind of adjust the suspension, see if I could, you know, lower it a little bit, but the way that the chain was set up and like this middle swing arm system thing, it didn't work out. So you couldn't even lower the bike by 1.5 inches without like the chain rubbing up on it really, really bad. Oh, fuel capacity, really, really important, especially with how gas prices are nowadays. Fuel capacity is 1.6 gallons. Honestly, right now, with the way that I've been driving it, and I've been hammering her, I've been, you know, it's a new bike. I haven't, you know, gone super high RPMs, this and that. I've missed a gear or two and I've revved it a little bit, but I currently have 43 miles and I'm hitting 116.5 gallons average. The craziest thing to me is that, well, again, I'm gonna compare this to what I know, and what I know is a 2000 Honda CBR 929. I don't know what that bike had. It wasted so much gas. It was like a 4.5 gallon tank. Every other day I would have to fill it. That was $28. I've ridden a collectively amount of 3-4 hours so far, and I've only gone down one little stick. Like, that blows my mind. That's crazy. I can't imagine that. Like, it's just also a new bike, super small bike, and it's one of the most economic bikes out there for like mini motos. So I'm very excited to see what the future holds on this thing. Different colors that they have. So they have the Pro White, which has the copper bronze rims, which is the ABS version. The non-ABS versions are going to be the matte black, metallic cherry red, which is the one that I wanted, but and the Force metallic silver. I'm pretty sure this is the matte black metallic, or the matte black, yeah, matte black metallic, and then they have the Force metallic silver. Yeah, pretty sure this is the matte black. Honestly, for the matte black, I was kind of worried about the heat, worried if it wasn't going to be seen as much, but the bike is really loud. It looks really nice. I have not had any complaints with it whatsoever so far. It's just, it's so much fun. It's honestly an amazing bike, and especially the way the gas prices are down here and just how close everything is relatively in Miami, and especially South Florida. Like, it's more than enough. You don't need, you know, you can't go on the highway, you can't go up to like Pompano Beach, you know, it's a little bit of a drive, but I'm not complaining. Honestly, if I wanted to do those drives, I would go on, you know, I mean, I still have my CBR, but I don't know. I haven't really seen that as a con yet. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, there was only a couple of other little specifications, the tires and whatnot, which, I mean, I kind of went a little bit more in depth about the off-road tires and whatnot. So right now, let's actually go for a little spin. Well, I'm going to take some B-roll shots, take a couple of photos, and I'll see you guys right after. But I do hope you guys enjoy this little montage that I'm going to try to do right now. Hope you guys enjoyed that little montage video. We're gonna just ride around FIU right now, just gonna talk a little bit more about what the whole idea about the Uber Eats thing that I was talking about was. And we are currently on the 6th floor of this parking garage, so enjoying the nice little sounds and vibrations. It sounds so nice in here. to get into it. So the reason why did I buy this Honda GROM? The reason why I bought this Honda GROM is because I've been watching a bunch of YouTubers and a bunch of people that do Uber Eats all over the United States. A lot of people in LA, like Wilser, a lot of other people. Oh, and also the electric scooter guy. Oh, that guy's hilarious. He has a really strong, he's a strong character. He has a very upfront attitude, but I love that guy. Like it's honestly, he is a kill or be killed type of dude. So shout out to them. I'll also try to link their stuff down in the description below. But also a lot of other people on like in Chicago, up north, and other really big populated states. So I think it's really cool how, you know, a lot of these people kind of, they record their experience, and then also for liability purposes, they record their experience while they're doing Uber Eats. And also it's interesting. A lot of people like to watch that stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm one of those people. I'll sit there for a whole hour just kind of watching a video about some dude mowing lawns. Like, it's one of those very interesting, visually appealing videos, because it also kind of takes you away to a certain place that, like, it's just, you're kind of just there with them. So I feel like having that type of content is really, really interesting, and it's very attractive. And I feel like with the way that I edit my videos and the way that I'm super anal about the way that the quality looks, and especially with audio and everything, I feel like, you know, it might get traction and it might, you know, reach out to a lot of people. But to not rant on, so the main premise about me buying this Honda GROM is so I could fit it with a nice little back rack bracket, like a luggage rack, and I could put this box that I have, which is meant for like food deliveries. It's thermally insulated, there's like internal cup holders and all that. So then my end goal is really to like start doing Uber Eats down here in Miami and to record my experience, because I feel like there's a lot of platforms like Only in Dade, Only in Florida, South FL, like all of these really cool Instagram pages that they just have a lot of people shooting content or sending content to them about the insane stuff that happens here in Miami or in South Florida. Just because Florida being the crazy state that it is, and me being a Florida man, which I honestly do categorize myself as a Florida man. I really didn't for the longest of times, but the more I realized it, I'm like, yeah, a lot of people kind of say that I'm a little out there. They say that I'm, you know, I'm very extroverted. I kind of have like that very crazy personality. For the people that do know me, there is so much crazy stuff and a lot of really nice, beautiful moments that happen down here in Miami. And I feel like there isn't really an individual or a vlogger or even a moto vlogger down here that I've met, at least, except for More Bad Ideas. I want to say More Bad Ideas is the only person that I know that does videos very oftenly down here in South Florida, which is pretty cool. The fact of the matter is that I haven't really seen anybody down here in South Florida or in Miami that's done that type of content, that's just kind of ridden around really big populated Miami areas, which for me right now, just kind of doing little test runs and test videos, I'm just kind of staying within the limits of FIU. Also, the food around here is amazing. So but yeah, like I was saying, there isn't really much as far as like moto vloggers and people that document their experience with doing Uber Eats. And I feel like Miami being Miami, everybody wants to stay home, nobody wants to go out. A lot of people make a decent amount of money, or they at least look like they do. And I feel like Uber Eats is a really big commodity down here. And I even did a lot of research and I tried to look up, look at those lovebirds. You are beautiful. I'm in love. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so it being like a means of being having some type of financial income, because I'm not depending on YouTube whatsoever. I'm honestly just doing this for fun, and it's something that I kind of want to try and see where it goes, because it's something that I truly enjoy. And I feel like just Miami being Miami, it'll catch a lot of people's attention. So doing Uber Eats and kind of having like those really interesting experiences, and just kind of seeing what Miami has to offer as far as like, is it a good job opportunity? It's going to be something that I'm going to be doing on the side. It's not going to be something that I'm going to be doing full-time or really depending on 100%, because I do have a bunch of other side jobs and a bunch of other things that I do on the side that help me way more financially. So the way that I want to start this is that when the rack comes in and the plate delete and all that stuff, when I get all that stuff installed, I'm gonna just start doing my first job. I already have everything kind of signed up and ready for Uber Eats, as far as like the insurance, the policies, my driver's license, all of that jazz. I have it all already approved and filled out. So when all that stuff comes in, I'm gonna just get on the app. I'm gonna go up to Brickell, go out to Coral Gables area, and ooh, that guy has a drone. Hell yeah, that's pretty cool. I think he's just doing it off his phone. Ooh, let's see what's over here. Sorry, I got sidetracked, and I've always wanted to ride my motorcycle through here, but having that big ass motorcycle, it kind of, you know, I didn't feel as obliged to come and check this spot out. But yeah, all of this is the fair. Welcome to the fair. Be there or be square. All of this is all closed out for now. The fair, I think it was a couple of months ago. It's a ton of fun. I love coming here. And then these are all the areas where they have people buy tickets and whatnot, doing all of their sales. Ooh, let me take a let me get a photo. Hell yeah, hold on, this is actually a really cool spot. Let me see, what do I want to capture? Oh, why are they all even numbers? Okay. Oh, March 16th through April 6th, April 9th. Oh my god, sorry, my dyslexia is kicking in really bad. Let me get a photo right here. It's actually really cool. I've never thought about that. That's another thing I really want to start doing. I was very much used to, every time I would ride around anywhere, I wouldn't really stop, I wouldn't really park, because it was such a hassle, especially riding such a big bike like the CBR. It wasn't really as attractive as this. It's super tiny, it's nimble, it's compact. I can go honestly wherever I want with no issues. The suspension is amazing, the tires are thick. It's just, it's an all-in-one. Like, it's, I don't know, I'm honestly in love. It's like a little honeymoon phase that I'm going through now, and I know it, but I'm not complaining. All right, let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Bam, bam. Nice little ultra wide. Let me get some ultra wides right here. Nice, nice, nice. Brought to you by the fair. Be there or be square. Yeah, just kind of really want to start Uber Eats. Want to see how that goes, see how the videos kind of come out, see if I do see anything very interesting happening around those areas, because the areas are gorgeous, don't get me wrong, but they're kind of in the middle of everything, so there's always a lot of crazy stuff that happens. Man with his dog. How's it going? Just cruising with a Harley boy. He's like, it keeps up, it keeps up. Oh yeah. Yes sir, yes it does.